Sa honai hara ka dani jo kalari sana di jo nali hara ko dani nyada. Amen. Aba baba naru gusto sa sesyon di halari ko na. Aba mama naru gusto sana di hara ko dani nyada ko na. Aya. Nero hosai hado na hicho na. So, our topic today is about the Jews. G-E-W-S. G-E-W-S. G-E-W-S means gods. It's not about a race. It means about how and who can become a children of God. Who can become or who can be called a children of God. Or if you are a regal, because that is Jews means a regal. If you are to really a regal, true regal Jews, or G-E-W-S or D-E-U-S, and many other denominations that you are calling, G-E-W-S does not mean a race. It means of who can become one. To be called a God, a children of God. God doesn't mean you are to become God of yourself. No. You become one. You act like one. Not you don't act softness or anything like you do humans. GEWS is when the land was given to the man. It doesn't mean of holiness. It wasn't mean that the land will become holy. No, it should have been if if they have respect God, if they have conquer and fight, if they have trust the Father. Jews doesn't mean you're calling one another Jews. It's not means of being race. Actually, it's every time you say the name, it's a blasphemy. It's a blasphemy. You called one Jewish because it's ish. It's ish, half human, half to be called the children of God. But you are not. Why? You are not a fighter. You are not courageous enough. That is what means to become one, be called a children of the Father. Be courageous, be a fighter. That is what when the land was given, when I given them the land. It means to be a holiness. To be holiness, because the land was a fighting ground, was given to become a fighting ground spiritually, physically, mentally, literally, specifically, emotionally, etc. Of who can get out alive with a strong will, with a courage, with love. Because that is God is. They are not showy. You think love is about selfishness, silliness, softiness? A woman and a male? A male and a woman? No, it's not like that. Jews does not mean a race. It was given to become a fighting ground. Thus, this is a fighting ground for those who wants to become a children of God. For those who wants to be called children of my Father. If you are courageous, if you are a fighter with a strong will, you do not give up of anything is life to offer. You do not avoid anyone to tell you what is, like you call one EVIL, you call one SETEN. You don't know who is those people. Those are DRP6. You are being tested from the very beginning. Because right up in heaven, you were a pain in the ass of my Father. That's why you are all sent here. Because you were like children's. Children's but not children's. And then you start calling one another like this, like that. That is why you were all sent here, because you were like kids in a nappy. GEWS means of a strong will to fight. You know, like an army, because that is how when the Father is leading a legions. Legions, not religions. It was legion to become His children. Because heaven is not what you think is heaven is. Heaven is about fighting. Fighting means love. He punishes His loves. This is why you are all sent here, to fight, to be courageous, like a grown-up human being. Grown up. Because in heaven, you were like, the other one has this and the other wants that. And then when you were all sent here, you are calling somebody SATEN. You are calling EVEL. Just because you do not know that you've been taught wrongfully. You think you will be saved by your own race? No, you don't. There is only one race, the legions of my Father. Legions are those who are courageous, we have a will to fight, and be wise. Wise, courageous, lovers, kind, because that is how He tests. Father is a metaphysic, a pesic. You called metaphor, it can be whoever He wants to be. Another thing He usually tests is when you call one's names, insulting His children unawares. When you call somebody, oh, that is evil, that is diva, that is sad, oh, it's not comes from God. No, you do know nothing. You think to be called the children of God is about softness? No. This is how we talk. This is how we talk. This is how they command. If you are not strong enough to be talked like this, then you are not worthy. I'm telling you, you do not know truth. You do not know Father. You do not know truth. Truth is Yahashua, the one whom you are calling to a Holy Spirit. True is the one and holy. Father is a physic, a metaphysic, a metaphor. He is a metaphysic that can be whoever He wants to be. Father hates it when you are being tested and then you are calling somebody names when you don't know who he is. Maybe it is guided by his angel, where is the children of the Father. Maybe it is the Father that is testing you. Somebody's you see that man sitting on the a poor uh, a poor man, but he's not poor. He's sitting in there and then just testing you. And then usually he will ask you, can I get something like this? Can I have that? Can I have this? Or sometimes he is like that. He tests you depending on what he sees in your chest. In your chest. Because that is where he is. That is where he sits. When you are told of something, but then you avoid somebody, you don't like to listen to them about the truth. You don't like to be talked like this because you think, oh, it's arrogance like that. No, you have no idea how Father discipline his children. You have no idea how God discipline his siblings. And when you are being told the truth, you laugh at them because you think, oh, you know better? Tilahara. And then you tell them, shut up. So karahiyara. It is really, really, really a blasphemous thing when you tell somebody that, especially if it comes from your chest. Like it becomes an anger to you, and then you tell it out, you tell somebody that, it becomes a Sanhedrin. I'm telling you, because there's people that say it, but just from their mouth. Some people say it right from their chests, which is become sinful. That's the very difference, because you may think, oh, why she talks like, because I do not see you as you are, I see you of what you are. What's the truth in you is your spirit behind your fleshes. That is what we see. But Father sees all. The Holy Spirit sees the truth in you. Father and truth sees all. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Father and truth sees every little thing of what you are doing. If the children speak something, let them speak. Do not tell them quiet like that. No. Let them speak. Because I said, unless you become children, you won't see the kingdom of my heaven. This is what I say. You have no idea what people are talking about, but you laugh at them, you laugh at people, you tell them, you call them names, when you yourself, you have no idea how and why you are here. And you think God is about love. He is indeed embodied love, but He is not soft like you think it is. You think, you may think like He's always angry. But it is not how you see love. Like how I talk right now. Father, worse than that. True or worse than that. That's why He's the Punisher, because He's got no heart. And do you think God is God? God is like this, like that? You are all been expecting really, really wrong. You are all been expecting and being taught wrongfully. Didn't I say that, did it says in your books that He punishes his, He rebuke and punishes His children? Because that is how Father punishes and rebuked us. How Father rebuked us. He comes back. He leave us and then He comes back. How He comes back, it's like this in you, humans. You are tested. You are test, and then you call somebody names, but then you'll feel like, I've done this. What's wrong? I've done this. You feel the conscience within you, because it is He that will make you feel that way. God, you, God is, let's say, omnibus, not just omni. They are what they can just to punish His children, whom we can call people at the end in the new world. But if you are acting like that, all softness coming out in you, who would listen to you? Father punishes us more than this. He does not talk like this. That is why no one goes to the Father except through. Because He is like a copy. You know? He's got no heart. And you think the one is coming will just pick you up like flowers? Silahara Sara. Nahikahira hunalara. You think when the disciples was given my spirit, we're talking softness like a cotton candy? Coated? No. They were not talking like that. They weren't talking like what you are. A strong will. A will that comes from my Father. This is what you do not understand, because you don't know who is God. You keep calling God, but you don't know which one. You don't know who's God you're calling to. Because I taught you to pray the Our Father. The rest, I have no idea how you get that. Because I told you, pray the Our Father. Our Father is what I taught you. That alone is enough to glorify my Father in heaven. Laro sa huga na hiyaro godan hiyara husan hiyara godan hiyara hinana amen.